We're here to talk about locking in.
So, if you've been on the internet like at all in the last few years, I'm sure you've at least come across the term locking in. Like, what even actually is that and how is it helpful? So, I'll be the first to admit, it took me an ungodly amount of time to actually come to understand what this was even describing because in my mind, I thought at first that it was just equivalent to like focusing. And as someone with crippling ADHD, not only is that already a daily battle for me, but also I didn't really understand how that would solve my problems because I already was trying to focus on like, my problem areas and how to solve them. And that just led to more stress when the solutions wouldn't come. So I've cracked the code, okay, and I'm going to share it with you. Locking in is about more than focusing. So, after many months of soul searching, here's the conclusion that I've come to about what locking in even is, okay? If you're a writer like me, this analogy might help you understand, and if not, I'm sorry, okay? I've started trying to live the way that I write, which I would describe as intentional. Like, every word in every line of any piece I've ever written is deliberate. It it helps, you know, to create the bigger picture. Nothing is an oversight when I write. Like every single word, no matter how small or insignificant it might seem, like the conjunctions that I use and stuff like that, it helps to create the vibe of the entire story or poem or whatever. So I've tried to apply that to the way that I move through life, not just in the grand scheme, but in those intentional daily choices too. Okay, so consider this scenario. You may feel overwhelmed by a mountainous to do list of things that you need to get done on your day off, like around the house, for example. One thing that I run into a lot is issues with time management, and so I started trying to do some more like planning at the forefront in my mind of the most efficient way to move through all the tasks. And I might do something like, okay, start a load of laundry, it takes about 30 minutes. Then I might put something, in the oven or whatever to cook for dinner. While the laundry's washing, you're already a couple minutes into that cycle while the food starts cooking. While the food's taking time to bake, then I can go do the other things that I need to do, like taking the trash out. When I go to take the trash out, I can feed the outside cats. Things like that. Moving through each thing in the most fluid way possible, deliberately so that by the time that I'm done all of those other tasks, I can eat. And by the time I'm done eating, it's time to put the stuff from the washer in the dryer. By the end of that, it's all done. And then you can just chill. And I do think that part's important too, taking time to lock out, take time to have peace for yourself, basically. But, when I started moving this way, not only through, seemingly trivial tasks in my daily life, applying that to the bigger picture, like, going shopping with a grocery list, the way that I function at work, and, strategic moves that I try to make for personal development with my brand or, et cetera, et cetera. That kind of mindset of living intentionally, that was the game changer for me. That's when everything clicked. And to me, that's what locking in is. And I just thought that I would share that insight because I couldn't wrap my head around it at first. And when I came to understand it this way, it made a lot more sense. And I don't know. I hope that helps someone else. Congratulations, everyone, for surviving another year in the hellscape. We're all in this together.